Hey everyone, in this video we're going to discuss how and where properties come from Altium Designer, how they get into OpenBOM. And when I'm talking about properties, I'm talking about the column headers. You can see here's a bill of material that I've already created from Altium. It only has a couple of things like a part number, quantity, and reference designator. So how do I control what properties show up in there? Well, it's a little bit different for BOMs and catalogs, in other words, for schematics and libraries. So let's go through the whole process. I'm going to start with a schematic in Altium. This is the one I just built that bill of material for, and I want to add some additional properties. So I'm going to go into my reports, bills of material. There's a property here called columns. I'm going to pick on columns, and I'm going to look at this list down here. And the things that are selected here are those properties which are going to come over to OpenBOM when I'm building a bill of material from a schematic. So I just added a few more properties there. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to say to OpenBOM update that bill of material. Okay, so I've just updated my LED matrix bill of material, and I have some more. I've got some more columns here. Great, and I can go through that, and I can tweak that, continue to kind of tweak that setting in Altium. So that's the way you control what properties come over for schematics and into bills of material. For libraries in Altium, we bring all of those properties. So in other words, if you use the OpenBOM command create catalog, I'm going to go ahead and do that now from my LED schematic library, we'll see that we get quite a few number of properties that come across. As a matter of fact, we get all of them that are listed there. Okay, that also makes sense. There's an awful lot of there can be an awful lot of properties associated with a component. All those come into the library. Okay, so now what happens if we want to use that catalog that we just created in OpenBOM along with the bill of material that we just created in OpenBOM? Well, of course, that's what OpenBOM does. And there is a process for connecting those catalogs to a BOM. It's right here. We say parts and catalogs, and we choose the one that we want. And we may get a message that says there's some duplicates, in other words, properties that exist both in the BOM and in the catalog. And if you see this message, we want to select all these properties and tell OpenBOM, to delete any duplicates if they exist. And terrific. Now we see a bill of material from Altium, but it has all of the properties that came from the library. Okay, still that's all good. And if we get down to now, how do we see just those things on the screen that we want to see in OpenBOM? Well, the way to do that is use the OpenBOM view. In my case, I've created one here called PCBB, and I use the view to control once again what's shown to me on the screen. But you can see here with the brackets around these are properties that came from the library. So the kind of to recap here, we control which properties come from Altium to OpenBOM through the reports bill of material option in Altium, and we go to the columns and we choose which columns we want to see. You have some other choices here about sources and other things, and your company may do things differently there. But choose those properties that you want to come to OpenBOM, and then when you create a library, we will bring all of the properties to the library. When you create a BOM, we will bring only those properties to the BOM. And then finally, when you are in OpenBOM, if you choose to use that library with your bill of material, you're going to see all of those properties. Use a view to control what you see on the screen. I hope you guys find that useful. Support at openbom.com if you have any questions. Thanks.